I built my aesthetic physique, and people were primarily telling me that my shoulders are fucking huge. Yo, bro, what do you do to grow your shoulders? What do you do? Like, your shoulders are fucking huge. You have massive delts. Look at these delts. I'm like, bro, relax. There's just two exercises that I do to grow my delts. Just like nothing else, two exercises. And if you just do these two exercises and nothing else for your shoulders, you're gonna get fucking like capped delts. Just these two exercises. But first of all, quickly, link in the description is my full aesthetic body course. Check it out, where I will literally help you to build your dream physique faster than ever. And so, let's get into it. That's a lot of bullshit about growing your delts on, on the internet. Like, when I started watching these videos, I was doing my delt workouts, doing these two exercises, but there were a lot of like bullshit. Athlete X, fucking like all these guys, all of them like, yeah, just start with a heavy press, an overhead press, or a dumbbell press, or a fucking machine press, or some fucking shoulder press variation where you can load up the front delts because they're so important for this, for growing your shoulders, even though they're hit like enough in doing your chest movements. But okay, start with your heavy, and then they tell you like 3 sets, like 5-6 reps of shoulder press heavy, and then you move on to your isolation, your lateral raises. You do like 4 sets, like very high reps. You go to failure, and then after you fucking exhausted yourself, to be honest, after you fucking like have no energy left in the tank, then you move on to the rear delts, and you do this shitty fucking exercise, which is like rear delt flies, reverse flies. And now you're wondering like why my shoulders are so fucking small. Now you're wondering like why I have invisible rear delts and my front delts are huge and my lateral delts are fucking like have mass, but I don't have rear delts. That's why, because you're following this advice. I did this back in like 2021 and 22. When I started going to the gym, of course, I didn't know anything. I didn't have a personal trainer, whatever, nothing. And you at least have a guy like me teaching you. But I don't have anyone. I didn't have anyone. And I was watching all these guys, doing these shoulder workouts, starting off with either a seated barbell press or a seated dumbbell press. The exercise we're doing like this for 4 sets, and then doing another variation of press. Sometimes, like most of the times, I was just jumping from the press to the lateral raise, but sometimes I was doing like 2 variations of a press. And so, let's say a shoulder press, 4 sets, 10 reps, and then moving on to like a lateral raise, and then moving on to like rear delts, and then moving on to the traps. And you can grow your delts by doing this, but the problem is that you don't have to do like shoulder press. Like, I'm probably the only guy who's gonna tell you this. You can grow like huge delts. I grew huge delts when I stopped doing shoulder press. When I stopped putting my rear delts at the end of the workout session. So the reason why I'm telling you like you don't have to do like shoulder press, whatever, because the main muscle that the shoulder press works is your front delt. And 99% of lift like that, there's basically no guy who goes to the gym who has underdeveloped front delts, who has like very weak front delts. There's basically no guy. Everyone has huge front delts and like little rear delts and side delts as well. But The main muscle that shoulder press works is your front delts. And people are gonna tell you like, yeah, it also works your side delts. So you should do it because you can progressively overload in it. And I can say like, bro, you can progressively overload in any exercise. Why not do the lateral raise, which works your side delt the best? Why not do this? But you're gonna start with the shoulder press and give the emphasis on your front delt, and now you're wondering like why the fuck you have like invisible rear delts. That's what happened to me in 2022. I looked in the mirror, my side delt's looking good, okay? I turned around, looked at my rear delt. There's basically nothing, like invisible rear delts. Like I had no mass there. Like of course I had muscle, but what I'm trying to tell you that my front and my side delt were very fucking like surpassed the rear delts, and so it doesn't look good. I'm telling you, like I stopped training my front delts. I stopped doing front raises. I wasn't doing front raises like that. That's fucking like if I see you doing front raises in the gym, I'm gonna slap you in the fucking face. Like this exercise is fucking like waste of fucking time. Doing front raises and like I stopped doing like shoulder press. I stopped like trying to train my front delts like shoulder press. I started doing these two exercises that I'm gonna tell you, and my delts blew up. People saw like, whoa, what do you do for your shoulders? Like your shoulders are fucking huge. Because I stopped following the conventional advice. When I was following this advice that the guy's telling you like start with the heavy press and then move on to your light lateral raises, but don't do very light, just do like 12 reps to 15 and then move on to your rear delt work. When I was following this advice, I got shit results. My delts didn't grow at all, just a little bit of the side delt, and my front delts dominated, which is a fucking terrible looking a guy. And when I stopped following this, I got good results. So that's why I'm telling you, like, stop following this conventional advice that you need to start your shoulder workout like this, like that, like that. You need to do this exercise, You need to do the upright row. You need to do the Arnold press, the shoulder press. You don't have to do any of these exercises. Waste of fucking time. Okay, you can do them like for fun. You want to do some shoulder press for fun. Okay, I don't recommend to change your workout, but let's say you like doing shoulder press for fun, but you're not gonna change your workout. You're not just gonna like doing your push-pull legs, only lateral raises for your delts, and then you're randomly gonna add a shoulder press. Don't change your workout. But let's say in your workout you already have like shoulder press, you like doing shoulder press. Okay, do it. Like I'm not telling you don't do it. I'm just telling you don't have to do it. But if you want, if it's fun for you, keep doing it. These two exercises that I started doing are lateral raises and face pulls. That's it. In my push day, I do 4 sets of lateral raises. Then in my pull day, I do 3 sets of face pulls. That's it. Like both of the muscles are being hit twice a week, 6 days a week, push pull legs. So I started doing this and my delts got fucking huge. And you know, like, I can guarantee you, if you just do these 2 exercises, you're gonna get massive. So let's first talk about the lateral raises, side raises, some people call them. This exercise is the best, like probably the only exercise that's gonna grow your side delts. A lot of people are gonna tell you your side delts are gonna grow from doing heavy overhead presses. No. Your side delts are gonna go from doing like 10 all the way to 20, maybe even 30 reps of lateral raises. side raises. And I'm a walking proof of that. You see my delts, like lateral raises is the only exercise that's gonna grow your side delts, because you wanna know why? Because your side delts function, like let's talk about muscles function. Okay, how muscles function. Your front delts function is to lift the arm like this. Like this. Your rear delts function is to bring your arm like this, and your side delts function is to do this. And you're not doing this in a shoulder press. You're keeping your hands like this, but you're not doing this. To do this, you gotta do lateral raises. You're gonna do lateral raises. And I'm tired of people telling you do shoulder press, because that's the function of the side shoulder. Like, that's it. It's this. It's this. It's like telling you, if you want to grow your lats, do fucking rows. Of course, rows are gonna grow your lats, but they primarily work your thickness, the upper back. When you do pull-ups or you do lat pull-downs, your lats are gonna grow more than just doing like rows. And so that's what I'm gonna tell you. Keep up the function of the muscle, which is like to lift the arm like this. And there's a lot of bullshit I see in the gym. I want to slap you, because you're doing your lateral raises wrong. It's not like, let me show you. Lateral raises are not done like this. Let me show you. Like this. And people are gonna do this. This is not how you do lateral raises, bro. How you do lateral raise is you stand up straight, lift your arm like this on the side. That's it. And you don't swing, you don't fucking like do this. Just straight. That's the reason why you need to use light weights. This is the only exercise that you should use like very light weights, because to do this like perfect form, you're not gonna do this with like 10 kg. Okay, stop fucking lying to me. You need to use like lightweight. Even if people are gonna make fun of you for just doing like 5 kilograms and like whatever, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't fucking matter. This is the exercise that you should go light, that you should lift light. Lightweight, baby. Won't you call me? You know it. You're gonna lift light. That's it. That's the only exercise that's gonna grow your side delts, that's gonna give you the huge delt look. Because your side delts are so important. You already know this. So lateral raise. Then the second exercise that I told you is like face pulls. And the reason why we're doing face pulls, cable face pulls, instead of doing like, oh, look at this fucking big shit. Look at this fucking big shit. Look, you don't have this. So the reason why we're doing face pulls instead of doing like reverse back deck flies and all this bullshit, or reverse dumbbell flies, is because face pulls work your rear delts the best. It's like, I tried reverse flies. It's a fucking shitty exercise. Would have to balance yourself, whatever. I didn't try the back deck, rear reverse back deck yet, but these exercises are fucking like not that good. The face pull is the best. Okay, you're doing this. Your rear delts are working the best. Like, that's how. So lateral raise and face pull. And if you're doing a workout routine like a bro split, let's say you have a separate shoulder day, I'm gonna recommend you to start with the lateral raise. 4 sets of lateral raise, because the most important part of your muscle is this. You start with 3, 4, maybe 5 sets of lateral raises. 5 sets of lateral raises is gonna be good. 5 sets of lateral raises. all the way to failure, lightweight with 10 to 30 reps. Focus on progressively overloading, slowly increasing the weight. So 5 sets. The first, don't go below 10 reps. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Don't go below 10 reps. And then the next thing is, okay, you did 5 sets. You're gonna rest like, I don't know, 2-3 minutes between sets. And like, oh, no, that's too much. That's not too much. We're training for hypertrophy. We're not training for endurance to rest like 45 seconds. Okay. Then you move on to your rear delts. You do face pulls, 3-4 sets, face pulls. And then if you want to do a shoulder press, okay, maybe 2 or 3 sets, but it's gonna be too much volume. But okay, if you're gonna do some 2 or 3 sets of dumbbell shoulder press, okay, fine. And then you do like your shrug for the traps, and that's it. Maybe you train your traps in your back days, whatever, that's it. Or if you're doing like a push-pull legs, the thing that I'm gonna recommend you is on your push days, just do lateral raises. Simple as that. Just do lateral raises. Just do this exercise. Let's say the way you're doing, let's say, okay, 3 sets of incline bench press, and then 3 sets of flat bench press, and then you do like 3 sets of triceps push down, and then you do like 4 sets of lateral raises. That's it. And that's it. You don't have to start with your side delts. That's what just I'm gonna recommend you do in the bro split, to start with the side delts to give them a bit more emphasis. But as you can see in my workout, I don't start with lateral raises. I start with the chest, and then the triceps, and then the side delts, and that gives me good results. So I already told you the reason why we don't do front delts is because they already hit enough by doing any fucking bench press, whatever. Even while doing like lateral raises, you can do this right now. You can see like your front delts are getting a bit of engagement, and that's why we don't train front delts, because they hit enough, and nobody's gonna tell you like, yo bro, you have huge front delts. Everyone's gonna see you side and rear delts. And then on your pull day, you do like 3 sets of face pulls. That's it. That's all you need to do. You maybe do them twice a week, like 6 days a week push pull legs. Okay, fine. We're doing upper lower, same thing. Incorporate the lateral raise and the face pull, the full body, everything. Incorporate these 2 exercises, and then you're done. And this was an example of a good shoulder workout. And so if you really want to build this physique, if you really want to build like a physique that girls like, that makes you respect yourself, that when you look in the mirror you fucking respect yourself, that when you go outside like with your shirt, like people tell you, oh bro, you're fucking huge, give me some advice, what can I do for fitness? And people look at you like, yo bro, you're so fucking strong. And everyone respects you, girls like you. People talk about you like, bro, this guy has a big physique. If you want this transformation where people start to respect you because you've got a fucking nice physique, then just join my fucking program. Link in the description is my aesthetic body course. Just join it. I'm literally gonna help you. I'm gonna give you the exact workout. I'm gonna give you my workout routine. I'm gonna give you the best workout routine that you should do. I'm gonna give you the diet plan that you can just stick to for years and build your dream physique. I'm gonna give you like how to improve your sleep and all these things, testosterone, whatever. I'm gonna give you everything you need to build your dream physique. Everything you need is there. And you're gonna get your dream body, and your dream body is gonna give you your dream life and your dream girl and your dream friends. Check the link in the description, and I see you in the next video.